guys, what's up? And welcome to the next episode of the Geeks and Movies podcast. Last week we watched The Fault in Our Stars, which was Ben's drama pick.
Which I did good. Yeah, I did good on that.
I think that was the highest rated one between the three of us on average.
Yeah, definitely.
So this week, Kyle chose a action...
No, this was Ben, yes.
Ben chose it for Kyle.
This was Ben choosing action adventure for me. So Ben, you know what we're watching. Ben knows one that we're not watching.
Yeah. I just knew one that you would consider.
Yeah.
But you just didn't want to see it.
So the first one that we're not watching, Rumble in the Bronx, Jackie Chan.
I have never
seen it.
Let's be honest.
It's amazing. Second one.
That we are or not?
Inception, we're not.
Okay, Inception, yeah, that's the one you told me about.
This is also the Steelbook, everybody.
Yeah.
Take a look at that. And the one that we are watching tonight, Ip Man.
Yeah, I'm so excited!
Yes.
Jeremy was like, Jeremy, who's also been on here, he's like, Ben, you have to watch this movie. Like, it's one that you just want to watch all three right
So
away.
well, okay, don't watch the third, because the third one sucks. But the first one, which is this one, we're going to watch, and it's personally one of the best martial art films I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I'm so excited!
It's amazing. So, well, yeah, we'll get back to it.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
It says gay there. I don't. Sorry.
Oh, that's so bad. We'll keep going. We don't need it. Alright.
Here
We are as in olden days. Happy golden day. A merry little Christmas. Hey Chris, have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Ben.
I think we're done.
I mean that
was
Humbug. Okay, so we just finished watching It Man.
Hold on. I haven't thought of all the questions yet.
We'll do it on the spot.
Hashtag bloopers.
Shoot.
Screw the notes.
Shoot.
We're doing it.
No, wait. I need time to think.
How was the
I'm
karate?
I'm supposed to.
How was the karate? How was the karate?
Yes.
There was no karate. There was no karate.
Actually,
There was no karate.
That was good.
Taekwondo.
That was good. No, it's Wing Chun. It's Wing Chun.
It's
Wing Chun?
That's the
style
that's
of
the
kung
style.
I wanna
fu
have
they
chicken
use.
wings.
So I got that question, just so you know.
How was the karate?
Pretty much.
We watched Kip Man.
It Man.
Filmed
Ip Man.
Kip
We
Man.
filmed Kip Man.
We are Kip Man. Be the Kip Man.
We are Legion.
The Internet Protocol Man.
Action.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Frick.
To Geeks in His Faith. Movies.
Geeks and Movies podcast.
The channel.
On the channel of A Geek in His Faith, which is me.
On a channel, which we both co-star.
Yeah.
All three of us.
Yeah.
So, it's not both, it's actually all. You're a
Should
co-star
I
too.
rename the YouTube channel to Geeks in Their Face?
I think it sounds better the other way. So we just finished watching Ip Man. Ip Man.
First time watching it for myself, and
Same here.
And
really?
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Yeah. It's my second time.
Oh wow! I thought you already saw it.
No.
This movie is primarily about martial arts, so,
Really?
you know, just for anybody who doesn't know,
Well, it had some historical.
Ip Man is actually, if you also didn't know, the master. He taught Bruce Lee. He was Bruce Lee's master. If you don't know who Bruce Lee is, then you should check him out.
Wait, what'd you say?
You should check him out.
Oh, okay.
I thought you just said you should shut up.
Oh, jeez. In this movie, how is the fighting, as one question, but then also compare it to the other martial art movies you've seen in the past?
Well, I've only seen a couple. The one that we all watched, The Monkey Man, or the Monkey
Okay.
Forbidden Kingdom.
The Forbidden Kingdom.
Kingdom.
That was fun, but this was like a whole new level of like intense and being serious.
Yeah.
And like Ip Man just calling out, "I want 10 guys," and like you just saw what happened to 3 guys, and the guy died. Like
Fighting
just shot.
And
10 guys.
probably
breaking
third
some-
degree black belts, I would say, in the Japanese
Yeah.
style, and he fought 10.
I would say, like, compared to any other martial arts movies that I've seen, that this one was definitely more, I guess you could say realistic, but definitely more, like, gruesome. Like,
Yeah.
full on, the guy got his leg broken.
Just out of his socket.
But there was like so much like the face being just like destroyed and
And then,
like
yeah,
you
there's
heard
more
the
blood
ribs
than
breaking.
normal.
You heard the ribs breaking. You saw the legs broken, the arms completely bent out of place.
Yeah. And just
Like-
the massive amount of blood. Like, generally, a lot of the martial arts movies I've seen are very clean.
And at the end of that fight, he won. He fought 10 guys. He beat 10 guys, meaning he was able to bring home 10 bags of rice to his family, and they were like fairly substantial bags, like bigger than the other one. But his friend who just died, he went up and it was all covered in blood. And he picked that one up and brought it to his family,
and left the other ones.
like to that man's family, and he didn't even take the prize, and he was just furious, like
full of rage.
but humble about it too. Like
Yeah, in
like
a
you
way,
said.
very humble about it. I think it's personally one of the best martial art movies I've seen. I'll go back and watch Rush Hour with Jackie Chan, and the fighting, although good for its time, just wasn't as compelling as this.
I think I would have probably enjoyed the movie more if we watched it with the original sound with subtitles. I think the English
I was gonna say
voiceover
that
was
too.
kind of weird.
It's funny because that was sort of going to be one of my questions: is how did everybody like the English dub, and did it distract from the
Yeah.
show?
At the beginning, yes.
Very much so. I think the voice acting wasn't very strong, like, of the actors they used. And, like, from what I could tell visually, the actors that were in the movie, their performance was very good overall, I think. Like, actually portraying emotion. But it's like his wife towards the end when they're driving away and she's, like, crying in the truck. And it's like the voice just did not fit what she was, like, showing on the screen.
How did you like the story?
I love the story.
Okay, nice. How come?
Is that
What?
Elaborate, or is that it?
Yeah, did you want to elaborate?
Oh, okay. No, I love the story just because it wasn't like an all like, oh, there's this good stuff happening and then bad. Like, I felt like it was kind of just like, hey, you guys are actually in a war. It's just going to be like depressing times, but you're just trying to get by. And I guess that was a little realistic for me, looking at the fact, yeah, they had to fight they had to actually fight to get rice because they couldn't afford or buy any other food.
I think for the first bit until they hit where it's like the war is happening and Ip Man's family's kicked out, and from there it gets interesting. The whole beginning, the story
Agreed,
wasn't really much there.
They did
but
need to have like I
some
guess
sort of introduction.
introduce the characters in the background and stuff. You're right, but
That was my thing too. You didn't really know what was going on for like the first 20 minutes.
yeah, so that's when you guys were like,
But,
"Oh,
like,
this is happening." And
Yeah, so like it was cool,
Yeah.
but like you don't know where this movie was going when they were just fighting all the people until that war hit, and then you're rooting for Ip Man to provide.
Yeah, I think like once he started working in like the mine, and then he went to the fights, and kind of that whole area brought most of the compellingness of the story.
So kind of two questions in two questions.
2 questions in 2.
So the first one is, how did you like Donnie Yen as an actor in this movie? And then of course, attached is, are you looking forward to him in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Rogue One. But, just to clarify.
I hope they kind of embrace the fact of like who he is as like a martial arts master, and they can actually introduce that in Rogue One, because I didn't actually see much of him in the trailer. Like I saw his face and like I know he's in it, but I don't know, are they going to embrace the fact that he's a martial arts master and actually going to be doing a couple action scenes in the...
There was the one clip of he has like a staff and he's like fighting the stormtroopers, or like he does like a sweeping with the thing and he's like surrounded by stormtroopers.
But is it going to be like Disney-fied, or is it going to be like...
Well,
let him just do his thing?
I don't think it's going to be Ip Man
It won't be Ip Man style, because the character that he's probably playing in Star Wars isn't
Ip Man.
Ip Man. Yeah. My last question. Now, I probably noticed this because this was my second viewing, but did you guys find that the sloppy cutscenes during the martial art scenes were quite noticeable?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I noticed it because I watched it for the second time. So, you know, you get somebody spinning a roundhouse kick or whatever, but then it goes through that next scene and, you know, the guy's already on the ground, or the other guy's already done half of his other movement.
I noticed a few times where he was in the 10-person fight where he was fighting the 10 guys. Right away, he took like the first 2 guys out. They fell to the ground. It cut to him taking out a couple more. And then it showed there was only, after like knocking out 4 guys, there was only 2 on the ground. Like, I noticed a few of those. I'm not sure about...
Well, I noticed a lot in the first 20 minutes where, you know, that the villain of that 20 minute came in and fought all the Grandmasters. There was a lot of sloppy cutscenes, I found. And as well as Ip Man's fight at the beginning, too.
I just have to say, though, I think it's actually, like, I don't know from experience, but I think it's actually pretty hard for them to capture every single scene that you want.
I think you do know from experience, because we'll see how our little we filmed a fight scene to kind of in honor of this movie.
Did we?
And
in honor?
I don't know if we honored it, but from what I could tell, I should be able to cut it together and it should look cool. But I'm sure there's going to be plenty of mistakes. So
I understand that a lot of films have to do certain things, and, you know, some things get missed. But there was a lot.
Yeah.
That I saw.
When was this movie?
2008. I think it was filmed just, like in the East. Like, it wasn't like a...
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we have to also consider that. Like,
I think
it's not filmed in your normal Hollywood, hey, we've got hundreds of guys actually going over every single detail.
Yeah.
And we've got 10 guys proofing this, and then we've got another 30 guys waiting to proof what they just
proved. And they still screw up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, still a good movie overall, I thought. Yeah. I guess in light of that, how about our ratings?
Chris, do you want to start?
Actually, you start. I need a second to think about it. I didn't actually think.
Solid 7.9. I loved this movie.
Ooh, that's high.
I loved this movie. It was good. It makes me excited for the next. And like my cousin was saying, like, it's just a feel-good movie after, like, just watching this. And I have to say, like, yes, it was depressing, yes, when he got shot, but, like, he walked away with honor, and he gave inspirational motivation for everyone else just not to give up. He gave everybody hope by fighting and beating that general. Knocked him down until he was nothing. So, I have to say, it was inspiring. It was a good movie. Well done.
Overall rating...
5.
No.
5.
I don't know.
I think I gave this to something else, but...
It's going to be a 5.
6.8.
Oh my goodness.
It's not quite a 7. Let me explain.
What defines a 7?
I think it has to be a little bit better than that.
See, but we're not... This is not Hollywood. This is not a Hollywood film. This is not
but I'm judging it.
Are you judging it also, though, because you weren't, like, totally captivated by it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I really liked...
Let's be honest. We're all honest
after the war started until the end, I liked it. But I would have to say that the story was a little weak. Or on the weaker side. There wasn't as much character development.
Oh, no. It wasn't. It was weak. It was
are
weak.
you just sad Shailene Woodley?
So it was...
No, I agree. It was weak. The story was weak.
The story and the characters were way down here.
But
the fighting was way up here, so I'm meeting in the middle ground and giving it... It's not quite a 7 for me. I liked it. I recommend seeing it. I wanted to see it. I'll give it a 6.8. Okay. It's better than the Metacritic score on IMDb. Okay, so IMDb, I just want to mention, gave it, I think, the overall user ratings is like 8.4.
I did pretty close then.
But the
7.
Metacritic, so like the critics gave it like a 54 or something like that. So I'm kind of in the middle.
54
You're
out
at
of
a
100.
68.
Yeah.
It's at a 68.
Yeah. So I'm kind of in between there.
What was I? 70, 79?
79.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was pretty close. I was
To the average IMDb user.
Yeah.
That
I'm an
seemed
average
nice.
IMDb user. I use it averagely.
My second
This
viewing.
was your
It's
choice.
actually not going to be much higher than his.
You serious?
I know.
Okay, I was stoked for this movie.
When I first watched it, I would have given it like probably an 8.5 easily. But I've dropped it down. Since I watched it the second time, the fighting was still good. I'm going to drop it down to 7.1.
Oh, bro.
See, we were
Like, you're
close.
judging
We were
him,
within
you were
0.3.
judging
I
him.
was, but I know.
Oh, j-
I probably would have matched Kyle's if we watched the non-English dub version.
okay. well,
Honestly, I think that was one of the things that detracted. Was the
so we're just going to
voiceover.
say this now because everyone can watch. I don't want to hear crap about how I give the low scores now because both of you gave such low
And I'm
scores.
pretty sure you gave the highest to Fault in the Stars too, so I think we
Yeah.
that's 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to pick a genre for.
Oh, okay. I'll grab my phone because I've got like what we've chosen, what
Well,
we
I-
can't choose.
Oh, right. This is a faith channel, so let's go with Christian.
Yes. Let's do it.
I just realized we've done like 8 of these without having a Christian genre involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed our little scene that we played a little while ago. We worked hard on that. You guys are still all wet and sweaty from that.
Oh my God, yeah.
I was on the ground for like 4 or 5 times.
So
waiting for them to film.
So keep.
I was in awkward places for a long time.
Whoever said that we should film an action thing, let's not do that again.
So,
But it was fun.
Whoa, he was on the ground, right? Oh, no, you weren't.
wait, he was the filmer.
So stay tuned for later this week. We're gonna have the kind of like bloopers and behind the scenes from that clip, and it'll give you an interesting look at what went on.
Chill.
Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment
Rate.
And subscribe.
and get Geeks certified. We're out.
Wow, that was awesome.
Oh my goodness.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
It says gay there. I don't. Sorry.
Now our troubles will be out of sight.
I already know that the lyrics were written that way. I'm just.
Have yourself
Self
a merry little Christmas.
Okay, the joke's over.
Make
That's
your
enough.
Yuletide gay. From now on, your troubles will be miles away.
Oh man, so
I
bad.
will keep going. We don't need to. All right.
Here
We are as in olden days. Happy golden days of yore.
Wow, I think we switched to
Faithful
baritone.
friends who are dear to us. They'll gather near to us once more. Through the years, we'll all be together. And if the fates allow,
We're not in the right key.
hang a shining star upon the highest bough.
Jeez.
I think you're gonna cause my neighbors to move.
And have yourself a merry little
It-Man.
Christmas. Hey Chris, have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Ben.
I think we're
I
done.
mean that.
That was
Humbug.
That was the longest,
Scrooge,
most out of key song I've ever
I
sang.
feel like that's the best song I've ever sang. So something.
Well done. It was really good. I brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
It brought tears to mine.